During the late 70s and 80s, movies in Hong Kong started to change drastically because of the Hong Kong New Wave. Before this time, most, if not all, films made in Hong Kong were Japanese and Western-influenced martial arts movies. Bruce Lee's death is said to have started the decrease in quality of the martial arts genre. However, the first Hong Kong Film Festival was held in 1977, sparking new innovations and talents within the Hong Kong film industry. This new wave of filmmakers focused less on the action-packed kind of blockbuster films and more on the films with themes connected to alienation, loneliness, belonging, identity, and even the region of Hong Kong itself. One of the best and my favorite filmmakers of this era was Wong Kar-Wai. He had many critically acclaimed films, and most of his work has been echoed with anxiety he and all Hong Kongers felt for their homeland. This scene from Wong Kar-Wai's 1994 film Chungking Express is one example of how Wong Kar-Wai uses film techniques, this time dialogue, from our main character to show how their city is on a constant timer. For most of the 20th century, the end of that timer was the 1st of July 1997, where Britain's lease of the Hong Kong region would come to an end, transferring control back to mainland China. Since then, 2047 is what the people of Hong Kong have been eyeing, the year of expiration for the one country, two systems that has allowed Hong Kong to maintain its independence. This, of course, means that the year prior, 2046, will be filled with anxiety, waiting for things to happen. Now we can go in depth into how Wong Kar-Wai's films reflect the anxiety felt by all these people in Hong Kong during this time. 1990's Days of Being Wild is the first in an informal trilogy from him and is set at the start of the 60s, a decade where Hong Kong's economy was flourishing. Wong himself moved from mainland China to Hong Kong at this time, so Wong uses a green-tinted filter for nostalgia of a distant time that he and many others might reminisce about. Of course, all good things must come to an end, so the clock is a symbol that repeats consistently throughout the film and throughout Wong Kar-Wai's career. In this film, however, the main character calls himself a legless bird because he goes from woman to woman without ever stopping. However, he does meet a female who counters him and leaves him with sorrowful memories. In Wong's next film, Chungking Express, the legless bird takes the form of a new character, a blonde woman who's restless and constantly wondering about an unknown future as she's actively racing against time, symbolizing the restlessness of all the people of Hong Kong as time is counting down. In this film, we also see repeating imagery of airplanes, passports, airports, toy jets, and air hostesses, showing the longing that some Hong Kong people may feel to get away should control of the city go back to mainland China. However, as Britain's lease would soon see its end, the joy of Chungking Express had now become bitter. Happy Together, which has the exact opposite of a fitting title, premiered mere weeks before the handover. In the opening shots of this film, we see British passports of a bickering couple that are going to Argentina to get away, but only find themselves more miserable and unable to go home. This, of course, reflects the uncertainty of the Hong Kong population, unsure of what home was. Wong has an optimistic view, however, as the ending scene shows a train pulling into a station, signaling Wong is ready for an uncertain future. We move ahead now to 2000, where Wong Kar-Wai released the sequel film in his informal trilogy called In the Mood for Love. In this film, we see the number 2046 appear, which is the year before everything happens. This year is perfectly captured as a room in this movie, as 2046 serves as a literal room number. In this room, throughout the movie, nothing really happens between our two main characters, almost lovers Su, Li Jian, and Chow, but rather things get agonizingly close to happening. We see them love each other, and as an audience, we wait to see if anything will happen between them in that room. Even though everything is so close, nothing happens just yet. Wong is looking to the future, looking to the year 2046 as a year where everything will be so close to happening, the year before the one country, two systems end. 2046 appears again 4 years later as the title of his 2004 film. The number 2046 is yet again a room number, but is also another location of pure fantasy where nothing ever changes, which is Wong literally telling us how the people of Hong Kong don't want change. We still have the same main character, Chow, from In the Mood for Love, who is so consumed by heartbreak and can't see beyond his exaggerated emotions and memories that he stays in room 2047 forever. This film concludes Wong Kar-Wai's thematic build-up from all his films, and is his last Hong Kong-based film for 9 years. His entire filmography has been dedicated to showing the underlying anxiety that all the people of Hong Kong felt during that time, and serves as a reminder that many still feel this way with all the turmoil going on today.